At 6:03, want to take it live now. This is the view inside the site of the Republican National Convention that is set to kick off later today. Normally, that would be a huge story on its own.
Yeah, but this year there is heightened scrutiny on the security of the convention following this chaotic scene. Former President Donald Trump shot at a rally in Pennsylvania on Saturday. One of the attendees there killed. Two others may not survive this morning.
Now, this was the former president. Video of him arriving in Milwaukee last night. There had been talk of perhaps delaying the former president's trip to the RNC, but he said on social media he was not going to let the shooting change the convention's schedule.
Lawmakers from both sides of the aisle have condemned the attack, including the person that he's running against in this year's election. Of course, that's President Biden.
So take a listen to what President Biden had to say. He held a rare Oval Office address yesterday.
A former president was shot, an American citizen killed, while simply exercising his freedom to support the candidate of his choosing. We cannot, we must not go down this road in America. There is no place in America for this kind of violence, for any violence ever. Period. No exceptions. We can't allow this violence to be normalized.
The FBI and Secret Service has identified the attacker as Thomas Crooks of Bethel Park, Pennsylvania. Secret Service agents shot and killed him. Investigators found an AR-style rifle near his body that was purchased legally and registered to his father. There were also bomb materials found in his home and his car.
Here's how his former classmates described him.
This was someone I had been in history class with. I had been in classes with, we had graduated with him, and it was just something I would have never seen coming.
He did sit alone at lunch. Like he was always alone. I mean, he was bullied every day.
Federal investigators still trying to pinpoint a motive. The FBI labeling this as an assassination attempt and potential domestic terrorism.
A lot of local lawmakers have condemned the attack, the assassination attempt on the former president.
So let's get right to news reporter Kelsey Jones, who also heard from a local political analyst on the matter. Kelsey, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, guys. I spoke with Dr. Eric Claville, a political analyst, and he believes this incident is symbolic. This clearly happened during a tense political campaign season, and this attack was the most serious attempt to assassinate a president or a candidate since Ronald Reagan, all according to the Associated Press.
Say, let's continue to fight. That they tried to take us out, they tried to assassinate us, they tried to kill the messenger, but now the message is stronger because they could not accomplish their task. I believe that's going to be the message that you start to see moving forward from the Trump campaign.
Gunfire set off panic and ended with Trump being injured after he said he was shot in the ear. He appears to grab the right side of his head before ducking to take cover on stage. The FBI says the shooter is this man on your screen, 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, who lived in Pennsylvania. Crooks was killed and a rally attendee also died. This drew new attention to concerns about political violence less than 4 months before the presidential election. We asked political experts what this incident means for the Democratic campaign.
We're going to start to see, I believe, a message around safety, gun safety, civility, and ensuring that the message is not division, but rather unity.
As we know, there have been calls over the last few days for President Biden to end his campaign. Those really started after the debates between President Biden and Trump. But on the other hand, several lawmakers from our coverage area here in Virginia and North Carolina weighed into what happened. Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin said him and his wife are praying for Trump, his family, and America. We also heard from Governor Roy Cooper in North Carolina. He says violence has no place in our communities, and he's grateful for the quick response by law enforcement. Now, Trump has praised Secret Service and mentioned how he appreciated Biden's call. But as political violence shakes America, News 3 is following through to keep you up to date on how this all plays out. I'm Kelsey Jones, News 3.